just my work that I put in. You know, like I said, you know, I try to not get too high, too low throughout the process. You know, the work I put in.
Highway to the danger zone.
But yeah, it's just the work that I put in. It's just been paying off. You know, I try to do extra work before and after practice. So you know, what I'm doing right now is it's not surprising me.
It looks at a confident Dain. Is a dangerous Dain?
Yeah, definitely.
I guess when did you start feeling that today?
You know, before I stepped on the court, you know, that's just who I am. I feel like that's a part of my identity. It's just being confident, you know, and that's just what's always been installed in my training. You know, I do my drills, I do everything with confidence. So.
And Luke hit some threes. Dre hit a couple as well. Like one of the guys coming off the bench are producing like that. Like how dangerous does that make this team?
Yeah. It's crazy. You know, our team, our biggest thing is our depth. We got guys that can step up, freshmen that can step up and make big shots, play good defense. So you know, it just really, you know, really gives us a good push.
If Terrence set the new single season score record for Illinois today, his performance just, I mean, what have you seen from him in the last week where it seems like he's kind of really taking things from another level?
Yeah, just his energy he brings to the team. You know, I feel like these past couple of weeks, you know, Terrence's energy has been very high, and he's been leading us better. You know, it's definitely, you know, it gets me going in the games. You know, we have pre-game talks every single game, just checking to see if I'm ready. So you know, definitely a leader.
Coleman said he thinks you and him could have played on the court at the same time all season.
Definitely.
How do you guys complement each other?
Yeah, you know, I feel like we just understand each other's game. You know, I feel like we're two bigs on the floor. You know, the bigs is different. You know, we know that we need touches. We know, you know, how to get each other going, especially in practice. And, you know, I definitely feel like we can play with each other throughout the whole season. You know, I feel like, you know, we're both unselfish. You know, I like to pass. You know, so.
Is there something that Coach Underwood has seen in you recently that should have more confidence and put you in the game longer stretches?
Yeah, definitely. You know, he knows I can score. Everybody knows I can score, but I feel like the thing that's just changed for me is just my defense. You know, I really started taking pride in the defense.
I didn't.
So I try to do all the things, you know, to watch film, watch extra film, study tendencies, you know, talk more on the court, be more of a leader. So.
How do you feel to have that moment in March Madness to be the spark?
Yeah, you know, like I said, you know, it's exciting, really exciting, but we got to get over this one. We got five more to go. You know, we can celebrate a little bit, but the job's not finished.
Dain, a month ago, you only played 2 minutes at Penn State and also Maryland. Where was your head out at that point? And
you was just working, you know. I accepted it. But the work for me didn't stop. You know, as soon as we got back, those games I didn't play. As soon as we got back, I just go work out. Like, you know, it's just doing those little things that just keep me going. You know, practice the next day. I'm gonna bring it to practice. I'm gonna try to kill somebody in practice. You know, like that's my mentality. So you know, just those little things just keep me going.
How'd you let it fuel you and not, you know, hurt you?
Right. Yeah. Just, you know, I know I'm a good player. You know, I mean, I know I'm a good player. You know, it was just me going to the coaches. You know, what do I need to do better? They told me you need to guard better, you need to defend better. So you know, I watch film. You know, I come in more. Look at people's tendencies, and you know, I go out there and do it.
14 minutes, obviously you had kind of like a head shake. I mean, when you're in that mode, I mean, what's like that kind of like in your head for that confidence?
Yeah, you know, man, I can't even describe to you. I feel unstoppable out there, you know, but it's just showing, you know, the work is showing, you know, that I've been putting in through those times that nobody's there with me.
It looked like they kind of went to a 5-out at one point when you were in. What do you kind of see that? Do you kind of start looking at your shots?
teams can throw anything. I'm gonna go out there and guard. I watch too much film. I watch too much. Like teams can do anything. I guard any position. Like I feel confident in my defense. So.
I mean, he had a couple slick finishes around the rim. And Dre said it's Shaq with a bigger bag.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't even have a comparison to myself for real. Like I feel like I'm my own player. So.
Dain, I got here late to the party, but I mean, is that as best as you played in a big game? I mean, how does that moment compare for you, and what got going in the second half?
Yeah, it was a good game, but I feel like my 21 points and what I did didn't win us the game. It was the plays that Terrence made down the stretch. Those defensive plays, the rebounds we all had, the rebounds Luke had. I think he had like a plus 21 or plus 27 or something like that. But it was just those little things. Our defensive intensity that we brought in the second half won us again.
But Dain Dainja was pretty good.
Yeah, it was for sure. Like I said, I'm doing everything it takes for this team to win.
Which is getting rebounds, scoring. I mean,
whatever it takes.
I mean, you feel unstoppable at times out there.
Yeah, I do. But it's not about scoring. These past couple of weeks, I feel like you guys can see me play a lot more just because of the presence, the defensive presence I have out there. I've really been taking more pride in the defensive end. So.
I just wanted the ball handling. When did you start to learn that? Growing up?
That's been a part of my game. That's like, if you go back and just look and do research in high school, like I've always been able to put the ball on the floor. In high school, I played the point guard, so it's like that's always been a part of my game, and that's just always been a part of my training. So.
You played point guard in high school? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I played 1 through 5 in high school.
I guess who taught you that when you were younger, a kid? I mean,
my dad, for sure. My dad played 1 through 5 in high school and college as well. So, ball handling, shooting, those just all been a part of our training since day one.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
One thing that seemed to disrupt them and confuse them a little bit was the wings are switching, but then you're on the big on little screens. You're playing drop coverage.
Right.
How do you think that kind of disrupted them in the second half, especially late a little bit?
Yeah, it's just a different look. I feel like when I come in the game, the teams kind of get confused on what they want to do because they see me. I'm a big presence down there, so I definitely feel like it messes with teams for sure.
Thanks, Dain.